Joined now by Staff Sergeant Jeffrey J.D. Rymoff, United States Marine Corps. Good morning, Staff Sergeant. Where do I find you today?
The country club in North Carolina, Pinehurst,
Oh, that's
North
good.
Carolina.
Are you going to play some golf?
Yes. I'm actually on the grounds crew here, and in school for greenskeeping apprenticeship program through the USGA.
Oh, very cool. Now, when and how were you injured, Staff Sergeant?
It was several injuries over the course of my career, through the deployments, just indirect fire rockets, small arms, head injuries. I was motor transport, so we hauled a lot of gear, bullets, bandages, and bombs with the MEU. Humanitarian assistance, aids. The MEU does all sorts of really cool things.
Well, I don't know what Marine Wing Service Support is. I've been doing this for a long time, but I'm a civilian. What does Marine Wing Service Support do?
The MWSS 272 is the mobile unit for the air wing. So anything the air wing needs transported, it
Got it.
falls to us to move the wing.
So let me have you start, Sergeant. What is the fund? How did you find the fund? What has your relationship been with them like?
In 2016, when I got medically separated from the Marine Corps after 13 years, uh, like most other veterans, you just kind of feel lost. You don't know what to do. So I was a member of this organization, and I felt like I didn't deserve it. There's more deserving veterans out there that might have done more, that have done more than me. So it was a lot of inner turmoil with myself, and then finally it just came to a head, and my wife was, "Hey, you need to do something." Uh, so I went into the Semper Fi Fund with, I'm going to learn golf because that's what old retired people do, and that's what I was going to do. Uh, I went down to Alabama and met the Semper Fi Fund team down there and fell in love with golf.
And did they talk to you about becoming the greenskeeping apprentice? That's a first. I've done 40 of these shows.
No,
That's a
that
first.
yeah, the greenskeeping apprenticeship, it's only the second course. This is fairly new career path for me. When I got out in 2016, my wife and I moved back here to the Pinehurst area where she's from. I'm originally from Hershey, Pennsylvania, but we moved back to where my wife is from. And then in Moore County, there's a lot of golf courses. Pinehurst, anchor site for the
Oh
U.S.
yeah.
Open. Everybody knows about that. Uh, so just right down the road in Pinehurst is the Country Club in North Carolina, private exclusive, private club, members only that play it. Uh, I worked at Pinehurst for 3 years and then came over here. Uh, Through the Semper Fi Fund, they have given me life, really. The game of golf is, you can take it as serious or as not serious that you want, and it just comes down to, at the end of the day, it's just you and a ball. It's you get
Staff
outside,
Sergeant, I know
beautiful
I am
fresh
a
air.
great caddy and a terrible golfer. And I like to caddy. I love being on the golf course, so I envy you that. How did the Semper Fi Fund help you?
They actually have got me into the golf. I've taken lessons, I've gotten clubs. I've learned through other members going to events throughout the country that it it, it it's not about how good you are. It's not about what happened in your life. It's about what moving forward. It's about the next shot. It's don't dwell on your past. It's just keep moving forward. That's the biggest thing Semper Fi Fund has taught me.
That's a big deal. Have a great Veterans Day, Staff Sergeant Rymoff. Thank you for spending some time telling our audience about the fund. And it's inspiring, actually, and I'm inspired by it, and I appreciate your taking the time to tell it on the air. Thank you.
Well, thank you, sir.